All right, the Seattle Seahawks just got a triple dose of good news after this victory against the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're going to talk about what those three things are. But first, let me just set up the scene here and talk to you what we do in this channel. We are Detroit Lions fans. I got my Lions stuff on. Easy day to be a Lions fan after beating the Bears. But we started this channel because we love NFL football. We have another channel, Sports Talk Detroit. But on this one, we wanted to talk about teams that the national media ignores. Seattle's up there in the deep Northwest. And I got to tell you right now, they don't get enough national love. They've just been a solid organization over the last 20 years. They just absolutely have. They've done a great job of being consistent contenders every single year. But in this game, they have the dreaded 1 o'clock start against an AFC opponent across the country. This is a game that is generally not kind. It's not kind to West Coast teams to come across the country and play at a 1 o'clock start. It's just tricky. Body's not up yet. That's 10 a.m., right? So we look at that, and it's tough. You go against a place that's traditionally difficult to win in Pittsburgh, against an offense of the Pittsburgh Steelers that looked really good in week one and a defense that you know is really good. So you're sitting there and you have to wonder to yourself, like, ooh, what is this going to look like? Well, what it looked like was really, really good. So let's talk about the triple dose of good news. The first one is you are starting to really see that defensive identity take hold that Mike McDonald wants to establish. It's absolutely starting to take hold. Outside of one play, a 75-yard pass to Jaylen Warren, it was not good for the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers was, 18 of 33? I'm going to pull up the box score here. 18 of 33. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. You got to him 3 times, and he's always been able to manipulate the pocket really well. He's always gotten rid of the ball quickly. Aaron Rodgers is not an easy guy to sack, and it felt like he was running for his life all afternoon, or all morning, I guess, for when you were watching it. QB rating of 58. That is very un-Aaron Rodgers-like, and we all are like, all right, father time. He didn't look bad in week 1 against a very good, supposedly, Jets defense. All right, the defense established the identity. Look at the running game. Jaylen Warren had 14 carries. Kenneth Gainwell had 5 carries. Rodgers had 1, and Caleb Johnson had 1. All of those combined for 21 carries for 72 yards, only 3.4 yards average. If you get rid of that 65-yard pass to Jaylen Warren, where, by the way, Jaylen Warren did all the work, just a remarkable run after the catch. Aaron Rodgers was 17 of 32, not a great completion percentage, for what would it have been? Like 200 or 140 yards. That's it. That's all he got. So the defense establishes the identity. The next thing that I want to talk about that is good news for the Seattle Seahawks, all right, the run game. And I love the third point the most. So, and you might disagree with me, but I am full on board with this after watching this guy all of last year, all right? But the second good news is you didn't abandon the run. That was the big thing in the game against the 49ers. It was like, man, we just abandoned the run, and nothing happened there. And in this game, it was K9's game. All right, Kenneth Walker, which is hard for me to talk about because I'm a Michigan fan. I remember Kenneth Walker running for 5 touchdowns a few years back and beating Michigan when Michigan State had absolutely no business beating us. But they did. And Kenneth Walker was the reason for it. In today's game, he went for 13 carries, 105 yards, 8-yard average, and a touchdown. Zach Charbonnet had 15 carries. This is what we're going to get used to with these two, is a dead even split. And I'm telling you, like, sometimes Kenneth Walker is going to match up better against the defense. Sometimes Charbonnet, I think I said Walker the first time, is going to match up better against the defense. But this is a team that should be able to run the ball consistently throughout the year, especially if Sam Darnold continues to fling the rock like he did in this game. And that is my third bit of good news, is the passing game. It's the passing game. I know Sam Darnold had a couple of interceptions, but what you're starting to see is this offense with Sam Darnold take hold. Sometimes he looks like he's spazzing. I get it. Sometimes he makes dumb decisions when there's pressure. I get it. What quarterback doesn't? Like, very few quarterbacks don't make mistakes when they have a lot of pressure. Very few quarterbacks throw the ball with extreme accuracy and just are super smart when they have pressure. That is a trait of the elite 5 or 10 of the league. Nobody thinks Sam Darnold is an elite 5 or 10 quarterback in this league. Yeah, that's okay. Neither was Geno Smith. But Sam Darnold came cheaper, and I would make the argument that he played as good or better than Geno Smith would have played in this game. He went 22 of 33. Let's look at the numbers. All right, I'll zoom in on it here. He went 22 of 33, almost 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and those 2 picks. But even with those 2 picks, he had a rating of 89.8. He made a couple of great plays under pressure. But here's what Sam Darnold does, and this is what he doesn't get enough credit for. People are like, oh, well, the offensive system, he's hitting open guys. Yes, he's finding the open guy. Like, every play is designed to, attack at multiple points on a defense, no matter what no matter what play the defense is in, whether it's cover 2, whether it's cover 3, whether it's man, whether it's zone, all right, whether there's a blitz on, whether there's not. There is an outlet that every play should have to attack those things. Sam Darnold often, like, when he has time, he is accurate and he makes the right throw. And that is something that you have to be thankful for. That is better than 40% of the starting quarterbacks in this league. Like, at least a third. Like, if you can simply make the right read and then make an accurate throw. And then every once in a while, he does do something amazing with pressure in his face. He's a little bit of a gunslinger at times, if I can be completely honest. He is finding his rhythm. And then I'll do a little bonus good news. Cooper Kupp. Hello. All right. They found their rhythm together. Him and Jackson Smith and Jigba have it. 8 catches, 103 yards for Jackson Smith and Jigba. Cooper Kupp, 7 catches, 90 yards. Arroyo's looking yoked. Torrey Holton's looking really fast. Like, this offense, I mean, you had a quarterback that almost threw for 300. You had a running back go for over 100. You had one receiver go over 100, almost a second receiver. Like, this offense was cooking. And all of that against a Steelers defense? Are you kidding me? Joey Porter Jr.? Jalen Ramsey? Like, this, you got Watt. There are playmakers on that team for the Steelers. You went into their house. You put up 31 points, 24 points in the second half. You're telling me you're not excited about that offense? And the defense is already, we know, going to be good under that defensive-minded head coach. Really cool to see. I think there could be something special brewing in a division that has some, I mean, I think everybody's 2-0 and you're 1-1. Like, it's going to be a good division this year. You're up for the task. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll talk more about your matchup coming up next week in another video. Can't wait. Hey, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Love to have you. All right. See you on the next one.